Hi, everyone. We're on day 12 of 40 Days of Hope, part two. And today I have thought about many things. I'm going to say something. We are progressing forward, and I am looking forward to events and fundraising and Kinder Jam and ministry, and it's going to be incredible. And Kinder Jam is the little sweet tooth. The reason for it is they're kids, and it's not just any kids club. It's the Kinder Jam is a kids club directly for kids who are in kindergarten. The kids clubs you usually see at church are usually kids clubs for kids that are in school. Kinder Jam is for kids that are either in kindergarten or going into kindergarten very soon. The age requirements for Kinder Jam is 3 to 5 years. So if they're under 3 years of age, then they have to wait. And if they're over 5 years of age, then they graduate from the Kinder Jam and they go into a regular kids club. It is specifically for kindergarten children, and I posted about it on Facebook as well as now that I have advertised Kinder Jam, I need to think about the things that are needed for a kindergarten child for it to be appropriate in this program. The reason for it is, why have a program that's not appropriate for what you say the program is for? So the Kinder Jam is directly for kids who are in kindergarten. And many people ask why. Well, kindergartens like to learn. Kindergartens like to be part of something. Kindergartens have the ability to talk, tell stories, say sentences. The other things that kindergartens like to do is sing. Kindergartens like to jump up and down and dance, and they like to do crafts and activities. And kindergarten is the time where preschool and kindergarten is the time for socialization. So I think Kinder Jam helps kids with their developments. I'm excited for Kinder Jam because hopefully the COVID-19 restrictions will be lifted off. And when COVID-19 becomes over, like I will accept the COVID-19 restrictions. I'm not a protester who's fighting against the COVID restrictions, demanding for it to the restrictions and mandates be over, but I am looking forward to a cleaner future where we get to enjoy life, we get to socialize with people, and we get to be physically in ministry. And I have been hoping that Kinder Jam would work out. The hard part is planning it. And the other part is the motivation, because even though I'm looking forward to getting to work with kindergartens, there is one thing that needs to happen before our Kinder Jam. It's called Plan to Protect. Plan to Protect is to protect the kids in the ministry kids are at a even though Kinder Jam's very exciting and I am looking forward, kids are at a very vulnerable time of their life because they're little. Oh, they're smaller than adults, and kids can be looking up to adults. So, how we treat a child is going to affect the child during the moment and also for the rest of their life. The way we treat a child in the moment of their childhood is going to affect some of the things that they will do in the future and things that people do in these days, even criminals. Is it only their fault? No. Criminals have a background. They have wounds and they may have not brought it to Jesus Christ, so that's where it resulted in their ways. But what we do to a child is going to affect them subconsciously. It's also going to affect how they think, how they feel, how they play, and their perspective of what's appropriate and what's inappropriate. We can't teach a child values if we don't do what is right in the first place. So we just have to do a few things before working with the children. This is one of the reasons for the plan to protect. The other reason is my project ministry needs a second chance. There has been things that other people have said. I can't guarantee that nobody will no long like I can't guarantee nobody will say negative things about my ministry. So with Plan to Protect, then I can be firm about what my ministry really stands for, while at the same time I get to enjoy working with people, working with women, working with children, and Kinder Jam is very exciting. The Kinder Jam and Kids Jam was supposed to be intended for when we work with children whose moms have to stay at the Women's Project Center. But we don't have moms staying at the Women's Project Center yet. So right now, Kinder Jam is just going to be a community outreach and an opportunity to work with kindergartens. So I expect to be working with kindergartens who are from regular families who go to church, who are brought up with normal social values. That means that their parents were married before they were born, their parents are heterosexual, their parents are um like very normal situation. Their parents have jobs, their parents have careers, their parents make money to fund themselves, their families, and their house. Their parents can provide. And the Kinder Jam is just for kindergartens to enjoy. There are in the future Kinder Jam, I do not know what to expect. We have to think of all forms of situations that could happen when working with them. At the same time, I do understand not to talk about issues that are inappropriate for a child at the Kinder Jam. So I won't talk about sexual issues or human trafficking with Kinder Jam. They're not old enough to know. So the those negative things won't be talked about at Kinder Jam. Those negative things, if I've talked about it with adults and teenagers, I do understand age appropriate. Some people have judged me for what I talked about. At the same time, I do understand age appropriate and what people learn at what age. I have a little bit of experience studying ECE. I have a co-op background with kindergarten. It's hard to believe that this was 13 years ago already that I did co-op with kindergarten. On the first semester, I did co-op with nursery school on certain days and kindergarten on other days. When the next semester happened, I only did co-op in kindergarten classes. So on the second semester, 13 years ago, during the year of my high school graduation, I worked with 3 kindergarten classes. And I just loved working with them. If you have any more questions, please post them in the comments.